Oh, sorry. I screwed it up. I'm getting a bookmark for this.
That's okay.
thing.
Bookmarks are important for us.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another edition of Philosophacts. It's Matt here and Cameron and Jerry. We're going to go through our emails today. We're getting quite a few because of, I guess,
High
people
demand.
have a lot of questions.
The truth is in high demand these days.
Alright, first email. Dear Philosophacts. Hey, that's us. Okay. Cameron, is this your actual email?
What is that?
Okay, that's ridiculous.
That's a dumb question.
Okay, next email.
Question.
This one comes from I'm an Arminian, get over it. Okay? How do you feel about Calvinism? Question mark.
I didn't know baby cows had their own set of doctrines.
I didn't either. Is that something new?
Is that
Calvinism?
It must be plural.
Is that it?
Let's try to dissect the word. Calf is singular. Calves is plural.
Calvinism.
Calv.
Is that like the worship of baby cows?
I guess. Like I detest.
So how do we feel about Hindus?
I don't want to worship infants of any species.
It's either Hinduism or it's some form of reinstating temple worship with baby cows as temple sacrifices.
And your name? I'm an Arminian, get over it. Arminian? I don't know what that is. Okay.
Arm and Hammer.
Are you old enough to have a YouTube account?
Okay, next email.
Guy worships Arm and Hammer baking soda over here.
We don't support Hindus at Philosophacts.
Nope.
Alright.
Nope.
Dear Philosophacts, what is your standpoint on postmodernism?
Is that a question?
What is the question?
What is a question?
Can we question this, though?
Postmodernism. Actually, I reject postmodernism and I reject non-postmodernism because they're both meta-narratives and I reject meta-narratives, so...
But rejecting a meta-narrative is a meta-narrative.
Then I reject that meta-narrative.
But that's a meta-narrative.
Okay,
Then
here
I
at
reject
Philosophacts, we are so postmodern that we aren't.
Believe that. Next question.
Email.
Yeah.
Alright, what is the most important sacrament? Dear Matt, I like your hat. Okay, thank you.
Somebody's got somebody who likes their hat.
Whoa. Alright.
Alright.
What's the most important sacrament?
Well, I like wine, so for me, the most important sacrament is the Eucharist.
Yeah, you define your own. You define your favorite.
What's right?
What's the most
you.
important question isn't what's our favorite sacrament. What's your favorite sacrament?
Yeah, that you need to find that.
Yeah.
You need to find that.
If you've watched any episodes, you would get that.
Yeah.
You need to find that.
Okay.
So, okay.
Well, let's go ahead and get to the main program, Philosophactoids.
Yes. What's our agenda for the day,
Well,
Matt?
Our first Philosophactoid is number 1. Sad Christians are unbiblical.
Oh, this is a good one.
All right, I got an example to back this up. Okay, I was just reading in the Bible. All right, and I was at Psalms chapter 2.
Let me open it real quick.
Verse 4.
Yeah, get that.
Okay. Before you read it,
It's too far.
let me establish a setting. I was sitting in chapel, and I was just enjoying, my time there, thinking about how awesome God is and everything, and then I read Psalm 2:4, and this guy came in, and he was like crying and stuff, and the first thing I thought was, oh, here we go, another fake Christian, because he was all sobbing, and they came over and asked if he could like pray with me and stuff, and I was like, get away from me, you heathen, because
Get thee behind me, Satan.
You have to guard the company in which you find yourself.
you gotta guard your
and
heart.
spend your time.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Why don't you read that, Cameron?
Psalm 2:4.
Well, in the words of the psalmist, I don't know if this is Jesus or if this is John writing this, but
I think it's Moses.
In Psalm 2:4, we have a clear declaration.
Laugh. Come on.
Yeah.
He who sits in the heavens laughs.
Yeah, laughs.
So that's like this is the doctrine.
Anything other than laughter is just purely unbiblical. It's ungodly.
Yes, I mean, look it up.
Just laughing. It's just,
Oh my
But,
goodness.
hey, read the second part of that verse. It's talking about people that don't laugh.
oh yeah.
The Lord holds them in derision.
Yeah, derision.
Oh.
Now, for
He's laughing at them. People who
Derision.
don't laugh, God laughs at them.
So-
Yeah.
you
He
know,
was laughing all the time, even at his enemies and his
just
friends.
just remember that. What's number 2? What's our number 2?
all right,
fact?
second, Philosophactoids. Jesus will kill you.
Yes, and
Amen.
I'm the one that I found this in
Kill you straight up, fool.
this is something from some of the words of Thomas.
Don't forget to laugh, by the way.
Now, who can tell me who Thomas was from the New Testament?
I can't.
You can't. Okay.
The Old Testament?
The New Testament.
Oh, okay.
Who's Thomas?
Thomas
I
was
don't
the
believe in
train
that
that
testament.
Thomas was the train that Jesus rode into Jerusalem with on the Passion Week.
You're just trying to get me to laugh again for Psalms. Psalms
God laughs.
2:4.
Yeah.
You're just trying to get a laugh out of me. Well, let me read you something that might help this out. Now, what was it again? Jesus can kill you, or will kill
Jesus
you?
Jesus will kill you.
will kill you.
Okay. Don't get me laughing again. All right. This is from the Infancy Gospel of Thomas, chapter 4. And here it is. Here it is. I want you to listen to this with an open mouth. I just love laughing.
Yeah.
Somewhat later, he was going through the village, and a child ran up and banged into his shoulder. Jesus was aggravated and said to him, "You will go no further on your way." And right away the child fell down and died. Some of those who saw what happened said, "Where was this child born? For everything he says is indeed accomplished." The parents of the dead child came to Joseph and blamed him, saying, "Since you have such a child, you cannot live with us in the village. Or teach him to bless and not to curse, for he is killing our children."
Yeah.
Like, this is ancient texts in his book. And that right there was an eyewitness story of Jesus getting aggravated. And it's definitely something that we can take from.
So what have we learned? 1, Jesus will kill you, and 2, God will laugh about it.
And they're
And we
conditional.
will
Let's
too,
get some
yeah.
philosophy in. They're conditional on each other. If you laugh, Jesus won't kill you. The boy that ran into him, he wasn't laughing. He was
Yeah.
in a hurry. He was stressed out. Okay? Now, I mean, just unwrapping the
Laughing
scripture
people don't bang into Jesus.
there. Right.
You
Yeah.
just don't bang into Jesus like that without expecting to get
Especially in
shot
his
up
shoulder.
or
Yeah.
something like
His
that.
shoulder. You don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
If you accidentally trip, you might land at his feet or perhaps graze, the back of his calf. But you don't.
But you
don't
know what you
bang
do
in.
afterwards? You get up and you laugh about it because, you're like, I just fell. Yeah.
Exactly.
And Jesus doesn't kill you.
Jesus says it in Psalm 2:4. You have to laugh. You
Yeah.
must laugh to be a child.
Laugh
Yeah.
or die.
Are there any other
Those are like the
factoids
two
today,
options.
or are those, did we cover it?
I think that's about it. If you got any questions, just send us some more emails.
You know our email?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Philosophacts.
or feel free to
Laugh
comment on
about
the
it.
video or subscribe. And we'll be hitting you up with some more doses of some quality Philosophactoids
Yep.
later this week.